Welcome to DELULU December, day 6. Today I want to talk all about manifestation and really what it takes to manifest your dream life. I think a lot of us have these intentions that we want to set within our life, within our work, within our business, but then we get a little bit overwhelmed or ahead of ourselves, or we're not really sure how to move through some of the things that come up when you set your original intention for what it is that you want to manifest. And we wonder why it's taking so long or why it feels like there's maybe a little bit more resistance than there should be. And so I want to talk about that today. But before we get into it, I felt really called to do a book divination with you. And I have found book divination to be really, really powerful whenever I really want to connect into something that I've been thinking about for a really long time, especially something I want to bring into my life, something I want to manifest. And when you sit with something that you're really feeling called to bring into your life, and then you do a book divination, which essentially is, I'm going to use my book, but first dream bigger. I know the lighting's it's nighttime, obviously, so it's a little bit dark, but First Dream Bigger is my book that I wrote. And essentially what you do is you think about whatever it is that you want to manifest, and then you flip through your book, and whatever page you land on is the page that you're going to read, and there's going to be some sort of insight or guidance in there. And I found it to be really helpful within my life, my journey, whenever I want to connect in with something I want to manifest. And so today I would invite you to really sit with what is that DELULU dream, that big dream that you really want to bring into your life in by the end of 2024, moving into 2025, that maybe you've been taking action on and it hasn't quite come to fruition. And let's see what the guidance is. So I'm going to ask a question when it comes to a new program that I want to bring into my business, and what guidance I have for that program. What are maybe some actions I can take? What are some insights? What are going to be some ways where I can talk about it in a way that's really going to resonate with the people that I am meant to really work with and connect with in 2025. And so that's my intention. I would invite you to think about what is the intention for you and your business, your life, something that you want to bring in, sit with it for a minute. And then I'm going to pull, like I said, I'm going to do a book divination for my book, but First Dream Bigger. So let's see what comes through. Ooh, this is really good. Okay, so this is all about why journaling works. Why have some mindfulness tools stopped working for you and others have worked? After I suffered from burnout in 2017, I realized I had gotten away from a practice that gave me immense peace, journaling. I started journaling profusely when I was in high school. It was a way to get my thoughts out and feel more connected to my feelings. My mother was getting sicker at the time, and none of my friends could relate to what I was going through. Journaling was my escape, my sanctuary, my sacred space to be myself. I would fill pages and pages of my journal everywhere I went. My journal went too. One day when I left my journal in my friend's car by mistake and she read it with another friend, she questioned me on what I had written, including my thoughts about her. I was mortified. My private thoughts revealed. Looking back, I realized how careless I was with my journal. It didn't have a lock on it. I didn't make it clear that no one could read it, and I left it out for anyone to see. But still, I guess, I believe there was this unspoken understanding that your journal, like your diary, was private and personal. After that, I still journal, but wasn't as honest as I once was. I found myself holding myself back from my words and writing from a place of generalization. Once I moved to New Mexico for college, journaling fell by the wayside. I had forgotten how much I loved journaling, and I took some time off from work during my 3-month recharge from Airbnb. During this time, I picked up this ritual again and have not looked back since. I constantly journal day and night. Anytime I have an idea, I write it down. It helps me to stay connected and focused on what I need to take action on and what I need to wait on. I have included journal prompts throughout this book to help you move through the 21 days. I have been told by several people that they struggle to journal. You might be one of them. So I included journal prompts to help you with this powerful process. The key to journaling is not to have any judgments on your thoughts. Write as if you're going to need someone to read. Write as if you're going to need someone to read your words. Don't hold yourself back from letting your true ideas flow onto the paper, even if you feel stuck. Write what you feel stuck on. Add that to the page, even if you don't know how to write. Once you make this practice a daily habit, your words will flow. Use the journal prompts I provided to help you, and be bold and use a journal prompt for multiple days. If you find one of the prompts helps you get your ideas out, use it again. So that's really interesting that came through, because like I just shared in the story, journaling has been something that I've really loved for a really long time, and I did get away from it, and I use it consistently now, pretty much every single day. Once I came back to my journaling practice, it's something that I do all the time, and it really, really helps me to manifest, to really focus in on what is that original intention, that idea that I want to connect into. And then just the ups and downs, things that happen throughout the process of this manifestation coming through, getting all the ideas out into my journal. And it really helps me to hold the faith of that original intention, because a lot of times I think when we set these intentions for things we want to manifest, and things do get challenging along the way, we honestly, I think, start to think we need to go in a different direction, and we stop really putting momentum towards it because it seems like it's not taking off the way that it should. And when you journal about your manifestation, it really helps you in a sense to reconnect back into it, and to really help you remember that it is something that you truly want, and to really hold the faith. On the flip side to that, it can also help you to see how maybe you need to shift it in some way, or to really get honest with yourself if the manifestation is something that you actually truly, truly want on a soul level. This is something I've talked about several times that I feel like a lot of people in the manifestation space don't talk about, is when it's something that you really want, you have to be honest with yourself on, is it because you internally want it, or is it something you think you should want based on other people around you? And this is really key in entrepreneurship as well, especially if you consider yourself more of a spiritual entrepreneur. Are you creating products, offers, and services that you truly, truly want to create? Or are you doing it because you think other people think you should? Or you're doing it for for your clients instead of for yourself? So journal on this today. I'll add some journal prompts in the show notes below, whether you're listening to this on the podcast or you're watching me here on YouTube. Let me know any takeaways you have. And like I said, I'll add some journal prompts in here to help you really connect into this. This is a really powerful practice to really align with Dreamwork, which is what I've been talking about over the course of the DELULU December manifestation exercise, is to use these journal prompts before you go to bed. Ask yourself some really powerful questions about whatever it is that you wanted to call in, that original intention that you set before you started this video, and really connect into, in the morning, what are you getting back? What is the feedback you're getting back? And what are some of the things that maybe you're not seeing? What are the things you can take action on? And really how do you anchor into really moving through all the things that are going to come up when you are manifesting this big dream. Because a lot of times big dreams, things can manifest really quickly, but I have often found in my life when I'm going to manifest something really big, it does take some time. And so it really is about holding that faith through the different things that are going to come up as you manifest. So like I said, let me know any takeaways that you have from this in the comments down below. I will have the journal prompts down below. Share this with another entrepreneur who could benefit. And like I've been sharing in the last couple of videos, I have actually opened up spaces for my Manifesting Entrepreneur Mastermind. And I would love to have you in there, especially if you're an entrepreneur who wants to connect with other like-minded spiritual female entrepreneurs to really take what it is that you've been doing to the next level. In addition to that, I am also doing deep dives for those of you who are feeling called to podcasts. This has been a really, really powerful space for me to really share my message, share my truth, share my stories with you, to connect in with you. And I really do feel like as we are transitioning to this 2025 year, we need more female voices in the podcasting space, we really are needing more innovation and things to be switched up in the podcasting space. And I feel like spiritual female entrepreneurs are the ones to really share their voices. And so if that is you, I'm also booking deep dives for those, and we can talk about you and your business and your story and your voice. Again, everything will be linked in the show notes or in the description of this video if you are watching it. And don't forget to share this with another female entrepreneur who could benefit. And I will chat with you in my next video.